Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. This week on the old Magic Roundabout, we got a bit of an oldie. We've got an old Lincoln Zephyr. It's an early Dinky. As you can see, it's a bit worse for wear. Paint loss. It's got a bent base. Tires are melted on it, and it's been overpainted and it started to blister. As you watch this go round, I'd just like to welcome any new friends to the channel. Welcome aboard, and welcome back all the old friends to the channel. Thanks very much for hanging around. It's very much appreciated. And look forward to your comments at the end of each video. Okay. Let's get this off the Magic, get it on a bench and have a good look at it. Let's have a look then, shall we? Close look at it, old girl. You can see the paint is all blistered on there. I don't know what sort of paint it was. I imagine it's some sort of household black paint or green paint or something on it. Yeah. Nice, lovely body lines on this thing. I've got a second one of these. I've got two of these. This is the first one. I've got a second one, which I'm going to customise. So I'm not going to customise this one. I'm going to go as standard as I can. A respectful restoration, if you like. Yeah. The base is fairly smooth and clean, but it's bent there. And you can see the tyres are seeing better days. They're shot, these. These back axles are usually just sitting in there because the back arches, the back, whatever they call them, blanking pieces, spats or whatever, that hold it extra in place. These are not crimped, they're painted over. As you can see, there's loads of room in the front of there. Great steering circle on that, look. So let's get the tools out, get this base plate off. There's no interior, no glass. I'm just hoping the body underneath this paint, especially here, is going to be okay and there's not too much pitting. Yeah, we can get, I think the original colour was some sort of green. You can see in there, yeah, just in there, some sort of green, a fern green. I've got a Highland green up there, that might do the job. They did them in maroon as well, a maroon, a green. I can't remember the rest of the colours. So I know people can ask me in the comments, oh, you should have customised it, put wheels on it and blah blah blah, but I'm going to do that with the second one because it is a beautiful line. Look at it, you can just, incredible, great design. Right, just crack on. Okay, let's build the base out. Just lift it off, not much to it. It's a bit bent and down here. It'll want straightening out on the anvil. Bit mucky in there. Look at that. So that's your front axle. And your back end should just pull out like so with these on there. Well, that's severely melted, that. Look at that. Dirty, filthy, manky. So is that one. Probably been sitting near a radiator or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's grubby. Yeah, so it was some sort of green. As you can see here. You can't always judge by this colour. Well, you can get a rough idea what the colour is, because this is overspray mostly in here. But you know it's some sort of green. I'll just check the catalogue and the books and that and see what they say, but they even there they're not precise. It'll just say light green, dark green, or pale green or something like that. So there you go, that's the colour green. It's the lightest green, it's fern green. I think the Highland green I've got up there, I got the other day from Halfords, will probably do it. Yeah, 3 posts. So this should be fairly straightforward. So I'll give this a quick dip in the caustic. Just a little dip. Just to see. Just gonna dig up some of that paint there, look. Yeah. Looks alright underneath. Okay, caustic time. Okay, that's all the paint stripped off the Zephyr. I didn't use caustic soda, excuse me. What I used, well, I bought some of this. This is that Fuzz Bio Strip paint stripper. Got it off eBay. Just put in paint stripper, or you put in Fuzz, F-U-Z-E, Bio Strip. It's not £2, it's a white liquid. But it's not liquid, it's more like, there you go, look. Yeah. It looks more like wood glue. Yeah, it worked on here. It's good for plastic models, but so I tried it on it worked alright. But what I did notice on this, this was green from the factory, but also it was maroon from the factory. Because if you look here, let me zoom in. There you go. I've been picking out traces of maroon all the way along in different areas, especially in the recesses. Yeah, it's definitely the dark maroon. Well, Dinky did this in the green that I'm going to do this in, a maroon, a cream as well. So I would say they probably had a load of maroon chassis, maroon bodies kicking about, and the demand for green was more than was for maroon. So they thought, well, solid, we'll just grab a load of castings and whack a colour over the top, which is what they've done, which happens in manufacturing all the time. You know, there's no point making new castings of something you've got a pile of sat there, hoping that somebody's going to buy a maroon one instead of a green one. So there you go. That's just a little bit of thing. I'm not cleaning them up properly yet. I've just got them out the stripper and just put them in soapy water and clean them up. Now I'm not going to take any casting lines off this. I've got a little hole to fill there with Super Duper, which I'll do that. But I'm not removing any casting lines, and I'm going to paint it as Dinky painted it. I'm going to hold back doing everything else because I want to keep this one as original style. It won't be original colour because the original colour varies anyway, doesn't it? We all know that. We all argue about it, but it does vary. We all know that. But within the ballpark, but I'm not going to put fancy stuff all over it, not this one. So, and the colour I'm going to use is this Ford Highland Green. There you go. That's the nearest one I can get in a rattle can, and I think it's pretty damn close. But there you go. So it's going to have primer down. So for the likes of casting lines, I'm going to leave them because I want it to be very original. See, it's got maroon all in there still. Right, me crack on, me clean it up, and I'll give you a show before it goes to primer. All cleaned up now, all sorted out. Right, let's have a look. See, yeah, it came out quite nice. A couple of little things I need to do. As you can see, I haven't took the casting lines off. Tempted though, very tempted, but I had to on the back because there, and there were holes. That's a sink. It's not now. Put your finger across it, smooth as smooth. That was a hole, that was a sinkhole, that was that, and there was a seam line down the middle, so that had to go, unfortunately. I think there was a little bit here as well. It's not until you start cleaning the casting that you can see these little sinkholes. So unfortunately, I lost the casting line on that one. But it's not bad. Yeah, apart from that, she's okay. Yeah, as you can see. Here we go. Fumble Fingers Michael. Yeah, front bumper will be painted. That little bit of grille both sides will be painted. And the lights. So there we go then. So that's that done. The wheels are done. Okay, I didn't take them off here, didn't need to. So I shall paint them on the axle. And that's the plate. Cleaned up. Okay, the early ones, the pre-war ones of these, because they did this pre-war as well, had a clear base. And the later ones after the war had a black base. But the casting was essentially the same. It's a shame that this casting here, this pram hood type of thing, is very faint on the casting because I think if you customise one of these, you could bring that out nice, but it's very, very faint. Anyway, I'm waffling. Paint on time, so paint and lacquer, bosh. Here we are then, we're all painted up, ready to go. Painted and lacquered. That quite nice. It's quite a nice green, this. Like I say, I'm only going to do the flat of that bumper. I've just been looking on the images. Flat of that bumper there, the lights, and you just see two parts of the grille there and the back bumper. The flat of the back bumper, not the tops or the bottoms. So that's it, that's that. Done the wheels. I've done the wheels the same colour as the top. Yeah, because you can, if I looked at in my book that I've got, a Dinky book, it doesn't really say which colours, which hubs, because there's quite a few colours. They did a two-tone colours for the United States. Did maroons and blacks, and they look like they've got the same body colour, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I could do a dark green if I wanted to, but I think the light green will go well with it anyway. And the base is done there. So the base has been flattened out and done. So what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to paint this details now. I'm going to attempt to paint them anyway. Get the right size brush that I need for this. Ain't that, what's it? It's too big. Too big. Yeah, that might do it. Nice humbrol, don't want that one. Don't want humbrol brush. Yeah, I've been through my paintbrushes and that might do it. I chucked a load away. It might be that one. Or that one. Yeah, because after a while when they start to splay at the ends and that, and they don't form properly, I get rid. And I use them for all manner of things. Okay, got my paint. Got my Googles on. Excuse me, I got a bit of a frogger this morning. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do these details, and then I'm going to put it together. I won't show me put it together, it's only basically just drop the wheels in, base plate on, nothing fancy. Okay, we'll do that, and then we get it on the Magic. So it just seems a bit daft just to do that little bit like that. We're going to try and get in here and do it in there. Without making a muck-up of it. The trouble is, it's a bit shiny. And this colour it's reflecting off my lights. Yeah. We're getting there. Yeah, these old Dinkies are nice to do. They're fairly basic. If you want to keep it reasonably original. I mean, they're never original once you take the base off anyway, but you know what I mean. I mean, all you can do is go the other way and completely get all the cast lines off and put different things on it, put mirrors on it if you want, and different wheels. You know, it's your choices are yours. But just these older ones, I do tend to like to keep them something like, really, like I say, unless I've got more than one. Just trying to keep within the lines, keep within the lines. There you go, we're getting there now. Just got to get the right. I've got the door open today in the shed because it's not a bad day. The sun's not shining, but it's not cold. So if you hear any bird noises, it's not Johnny Morris. There we go. Just a dabble, do you? There we go. I know Dinky weren't as accurate as this when they did theirs, all corgi. They used them masks. Just masked it and sprayed it. And that was it. Move on down the line. What we got? We're on 5 minutes. It took me 5 minutes to do that one. Oh my God. Just get that edge nicely. Yeah, just take your time. It's not a race. There you go. Right. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Something like that. Yeah. Big helicopter going over the top now. Normally have Chinooks coming over, flipping it. They don't have to make some noise. When they come, they usually come in pairs. It's quite flat where I live, and they come flying over there really low, and so flipping old shed shakes when they come over. I'm just going to do this one headlight in here, and we call it a day. Just want to keep it in shot for you. Right, okay. Seen that, you've seen half of that. I'm going to finish this off, get the base plate on, get it on the Magic. Okay. This is what we started with. Dinky Toys Lincoln Zephyr. A bit beat up. So now, have a look. See what it looks like now. Have a look at this. Feast your eyes on this, baby. Here we are then, all finished, all done and dusted. This is your Dinky Toys Lincoln Zephyr in the green, with just the basic details on it, headlights, bumpers and grille. That's it. No, a little bit on the top of the bonnet, which I discovered was on there. Yeah, looking nice. Sleek looking motor, this one. Yeah. Looking forward to do a bit of customising on one of these. Yeah, so we get this as near to the original as possible. So that'll go in with the other oldies. Well, thanks for watching. Really appreciated. And we'll see you again next week. Oh, next week, yes, this will be the donations and purchases after this one. Okay, so whatever you're doing, be happy, look after yourselves and have fun, and we'll see you next week. So bye for now, see you later. And we go round. And